And welcome once again to MSTV. I am your host, Joe Pietaro, publisher of Muscle Sport Magazine. In just a moment or so, we're going to be joined by Kevin Grech, he of evolutionofbodybuilding.net. This is a guy that I befriended a few years ago, and we've both been trying to help each other out as far as pushing traffic towards each other's sites. And great guy, and he is also resides in Malta. So he has such a different perspective of the international bodybuilding, what we call international here in the U.S. bodybuilding scene. So definitely that interview is going to entail a lot of what went on between the Mannion Raphael split with IFBB Pro League and IFBB now Elite Pro and all of that good stuff. So we're going to get into that in just a second. We're also going to hear once again from the nose who knows. So don't you fucking forget it. We are going to be talking to Cheryl Spangler later in this month on this very same program here, MSTV. But right now, let's go over to the Kevin Grech interview and find out how somebody sees it from the other side of things with this split. And welcome back to MSTV. We are being joined right now all the way from Malta by Kevin Grech of Evolution of Bodybuilding. Kev, what's going on?
Hi, Joe. How are you? Everything's good. Everything's good here.
How's Malta? What's the weather like, by the way?
It's warm. It's still warm.
Okay, good.
It's getting a bit windy, but we're still with shorts.
Yeah, as we speak in New York here, I'm wearing shorts and I had a hoodie on today. That was probably overdoing it. But you're very in tune with the international side of things in the industry. And I want to make sure that, we definitely cover that because you can definitely teach me a few things about it, and obviously our viewers as well. Oddly enough, we do have a lot of viewers from overseas, and I found that out on our live feeds, and it's pretty cool. A lot of guys in Europe, so they're probably not going to be taught much of this stuff. They might know it already, but I know personally I want to hear about these things.
Obviously I follow both sides of it. There's the NPC IFBB Pro League, which everybody follows. Then there's the European, the international. I always say Europe, but it's international. And the IFBB is big. There's 190 countries that is affiliated. Yeah. They're trying to get into the Olympics. Mm-hmm. And it's very big. And the thing is, lately I've been seeing there are amateurs that are all right. They're getting their IFBB Pro League cards now instead of picking the IFBB Elite Pro card. That is still new on the IFBB Elite Pro side, but I think in the next couple of years it's going to be big. People are forgetting they have the World Championships, they have the European Championships, which are very prestigious. I mean, there are competitors that don't decide to turn pro. Not like they are saying that they're forced to stay amateur. That's not true. Not all of them. I mean, they're happy to compete in these competitions. Because, I mean, to be realistic, how many people are... I mean, you can't get on the Olympia stage. You can't break a dream of somebody. You can't tell them you're not going to get on the Olympia stage. But some of them see the reality of the thing, Yeah. Not everybody's going to be a big Ramy.
Yes, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I got to be honest with you. As an American, it's almost like the Americans are kind of snobby when it comes to this. Where everything else is like, nothing compared to us. And that's fucking bullshit in plain English.
No, not from you. I'm not going to mention names, but other people are like throwing mud. Okay? They're throwing mud thinking that they're the ultimate, NPC is God's gift to bodybuilding and nothing's better. Yeah. I mean, if you flip through, if you go through Instagram or Facebook, let me see, Nabba, fantastic bodybuilders. Yep. There's the Mr. Universe this weekend. The athletes that are going are incredible. You have the PCA, the Physical Culture Association. Mm-hmm. You don't see bubble guts. You don't see nothing. They're really looking good. And so you have to see everybody. People are happy to compete with them, so you have to respect them. You know what I mean? You can't say you're going nowhere because you don't have Olympia. Not everybody cares about the Olympia. The Olympia is great, but not everybody cares about it. Like this weekend in Rome, there was the Diamond Cup. Mm-hmm. Whoever had a slight extension in their abdomen, in their gut, a slight last place.
Really?
No questions asked.
Wow.
No questions asked. just, they go on stage, they look better, they're bigger, they're, last place. And then you saw that picture. I sent you a photo of that guy.
Yeah.
Who won the over. He looked like Lee Haney.
He looked phenomenal. He looked great. Yeah.
Exactly.
Vacuum. Very, very impressive. Yeah.
In fact, he took the IFBB Pro card this weekend, today. He announced it that he's going with the NPC. But, good for him. You know what I mean?
No, you know what it is? Listen, in the U.S. here, I'll have to admit the NPC is, nobody's going to touch them. And I'm not really sure how this thing with Wayne DeMille is going to work. I hope it's good because to me, I love covering the sport. I don't have to cover only one federation. I like to cover it as a whole. And you're the same way. You and I are very different from the norm in this industry, if you will.
No, you have to.
Yeah, I mean, so a lot of these, they're skewed. I mean, so their coverage is useless, basically, because they're always going to say the show is great and the best promoter and everything. Yeah. But so the NPC, obviously they're the top dog. We'll see how Wayne's thing works. The Mr. America title obviously has a lot of prestige behind it, a lot bigger, longer history than any title in bodybuilding. Exactly. Well, in America at least, not overseas. So I'll be curious to see that, and I do understand why guys would go with the IFBB Pro League because it does have its prestige. But those are guys. I'm really talking guys that are from America.
Exactly.
Guys that are from Europe and elsewhere overseas, not from U.S., not even counting South America, just the U.S., Canada, South America separate. Exactly. They're going to go with that. So you have the pool is a lot larger for the Elite Pro and stuff like that. How do you feel? Do you feel that it's going to take time, or you think it's going to roll right into being successful from the year one, starting in 18?
They've started already, doing Elite Pro qualifiers, and they're handing out Elite Pro cards. So there are competitors. It has started already. I mean, we've seen it coming. They started the Ben Weider Diamond Cup Series has been coming up like every weekend. Yeah. Then the Amateur Olympia was, they were making more of them. So it was like something was happening, Yeah. But I don't see it affecting anything in Europe or in the Arab states or anything like that. And there are competitors. I don't know how many people are gonna have NPC shows other than the ones in the UK that
Ciccarello.
That Ciccarello is doing, Yeah, Ciccarello is going to do 2 shows. He said he was going to do 4. 2 are confirmed, right?
Okay.
2 are
confirmed. Those are in the UK, right? Those shows?
Yes, those are confirmed. Anybody can go and compete in them. Anybody. Yes. You win, you're in, as he says. You can be an amateur on the Friday, you win your show, and you compete in the pro show on the Saturday. That's what he's doing. I mean, it happened in Kuwait 2 or 3 weeks ago. A guy went in as an amateur. He won. He got his pro card. He competed the next day. He won the show, and he got his Olympia. He's going to the Olympia as well. And I mean, it's cool. It's really good, But I can't see how many. I can't imagine all these NPC shows happening around,
the world.
In Europe, you might get promoters switching over. I mean, in Canada, I think another association was made as well. Yeah, they've
had a Canadian association for quite a while, different one.
But
I don't know if there's not the OCA or whatever it was. Yeah, there was another one.
Yeah. Okay. Now it's NPC, and then now there's an IFBB one. Okay. So I think there's so much confusion now.
Oh, there is. Yeah.
I mean, who wants to compete with this guy? Who wants to compete with that? The NPC have the Olympia card, saying you can come to the Olympia, which is fine, But the IFBB, I see it. They're trying to how would you say it? They're trying to get that slimmer look. You know what I mean? The classic. The classic look. They don't want these big bellies or whatever, like what happened at the. I mean, I'm gonna say it. The Olympia. When you see certain people on the Olympian stage, these guys trained for a year to be on that stage, and they end up like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they should never happen.
It's a joke, I mean, and this thing with the Olympia, God forbid you say something about the Olympia because you might not get a press pass and you might not get that, you know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
This thing that, they say freedom of speech or whatever you want to say, and then you say something bad about the Olympia or something like that, or AMI, you don't get a press pass. keep your press pass. We're still going to write about it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I'm getting that vibe. I'm getting that vibe from that side of things. You know what I mean?
Oh, that vibe's been there.
You know, I mean, you can't. I mean, you know, they say because if competitors go with another federation with the IFBB, you get suspended. I mean, that's been like that forever. It's nothing new.
Yeah.
It's nothing new. And if an IFBB pro goes with somebody else, he's going to get suspended as well.
Of course, yeah.
So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I look at it like I know Ciccarello said you win and you're in, right? I watched that press conference that they had in video. I thought it was a pretty interesting press conference. I thought he was very forthcoming with a lot of things.
No, it was good. I mean,
it was good for, you know, we did get some questions answered. But, I mean, all right, now, if you're in an NPC show, you got to be an NPC local show. You got to win that to be nationally qualified. Then you have to win one of the national shows. So it looks like what they're doing with these UK, for the lack of a better term, we'll call them NPC as well. So the NPC UK shows, you win and you all of a sudden, so you don't have to even go, there's not even a regional and then a national level.
No, you win your show and you're a pro.
So what do you think? You think they're just trying to attract as many people from the Europe?
That's what I think.
So that's what it seems like. Yeah, the strategy is get these people on our side right away.
Exactly. How many more pro cards can they give out? I mean, they already give out so many in a year. I mean, I remember back in the day, you know,
one pro card the whole show.
Rich Gaspari became a pro. It's like, you know, it's like something, you know, came out of you know, it's wow, Rich Gaspari's a pro, you know. So that's for the whole year. He's the new guy at the Olympia. Now from like 50 pros, you might see one step on stage. The others, all they do is change their Instagram thing, you know, IVB pro.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean? And you don't see them. The card has become as well worthless. You know what I mean? It's not like something that's really desired.
It's watered down. It's definitely been watered down.
It's not the overall winner. It's, you know, I don't know, what is it, top 3 or top 5 get it or whatever in each class.
Yeah, in some divisions it's top 3. I mean, it's to me, I'm old school like you, bro. You got to win the whole show or else, you know, if you don't win the overall, come back next year.
Exactly.
You know, that's my opinion. I think a wild card in this is 2 different factors. Kai Green. Where is Kai Green if he is ever going to compete again? We know he's not going to compete at the Olympia. I posted that article about 2.5 years ago, and I stand by it today. He will never compete on the Olympia stage. But now, because the Arnold Classic shows have been divided, 3 for Raphael, 2 for Mannion, Kai can compete and win more than one Arnold show and still not have to worry about competing in the IFBB side of things and then have to worry about Olympia qualifications or not. So to me, I think that's a big ticket item right there. Kai is probably the most popular bodybuilder worldwide right now.
Exactly.
If he decides to go in the Raphael side of things, that's a big coup for them. And the second is I've heard that Bader Budai, the Camel Crew, is going to go with Pro League. Did you hear anything to say yes or maybe to that or no to that?
I heard something. I think he would side with the IFBB Pro League because all these pros are going to train there anyways, you know.
Yes.
But he does send. They do send a lot of competitors to the IFBB international shows.
Yes.
You see them coming in loads, and they're fantastic athletes.
Oh yeah,
I mean, you see them. The genetics. They step on stage and you know, and they come with busloads of guys. That's incredible. I mean, you know, you have like 5 guys to one competitor. You know, and you know, they rush to the stage when they're competing and everybody's there. They really add to the sport now. I mean.
Oh yes, without a doubt. Yeah, that whole area, that part in the Middle East has become like a hotbed of, you know, like the prospects of pros. Because I think if let's say the Camel Crew did go to the Raphael side and Kai, to me that would be like a blockbuster news as far as you and I type of, you know, journalism is concerned.
I think Kai is staying quiet about this. You know, I think he's more of an Arnold Sports. He's on that side of things, obviously, because the Olympia is out of the question. Yeah. Now the thing is, will he compete in the Europe one, the Africa, Brazil?
That's the question.
That's it. Or will he compete with the IFBB Pro League one? You know,
I mean, he could compete. He has to choose. He can't compete in both.
No.
Right? Now, amateur, you can compete in any one you want. They said NPC can compete in the IFBB UK ones or the Raphael's international ones as an amateur. So Kai has to make a decision. He can't go to Ohio and then go to Africa.
Because he's a pro.
He's already a pro. Yeah, he's already a pro.
So can and this is what I don't know. Can an NPC athlete compete with the IVB elite, not pro league, with to try
amateur?
To get pro?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
that was after the whole lawsuit thing with Lee Thompson and the NSL. Yeah. They said that amateurs can compete without any punishment given. Now, do we know if how they're gonna do once they're back on the NPC side of things? That's up to them to decide if it's worth the gamble or not. But they are legally allowed to compete anywhere they want as an NPC athlete, any federation. And then if they become pro in that federation, if they take that pro card and they want to compete in the NPC again, they're not a pro. They have to earn their pro card through NPC to IFBB Pro League.
Exactly. And as well, a point that Bob said when he did the press conferences, he said the European athletes don't have to worry about judges, judges that are personal trainers or something. They know an athlete on stage or something. He's going to get judges that nobody knows to judge the show. So it's fair. Fine. Mm-hmm. But then when I was at the Arnold Europe, there were athletes, I'm not going to mention who they were, pros, pissed off because they're always getting certain placings every time and complaining that there's the same judges at each and every show. So they say they're never going to improve. They might go up a place or they might go down a place. Now, these are the same things. Sean Ray said 20 years ago that the judges never change, So Bob is saying this about the amateur level. And then the IVB Pro League, there's a problem with judging as well. Obviously, some of the judges know a lot of athletes because some of the judges own gyms. And those athletes train at those gyms. You know what I mean?
Yes.
All right, they say when they're judging, it doesn't matter who the people are. But it's still,
human nature. Human nature.
They get judges from Europe? Get judges from Europe to judge the Pro League shows. You know what I mean? It's the same thing.
Yeah, it would make it seem, it would have the optics of being more, transparent and all of that, and fair and all of that.
Because they're making I've seen the judges. I've seen them judge in Europe. At the Arnold Classic, there was 1,400 amateurs. It took. The way they do it is there's a stage on one side and a stage on the other. There's the bikini athletes on one side and there'll be the men on the other. The judges are changed every 2 or 3 hours. Yeah. It's like shift work,
Yeah.
To do the registration was from 8 in the morning till 11 at night. 1,400 athletes, coming in, weighing them, checking the height and everything like that. And they do change the judges. I don't know why they're thinking all the judges are corrupt and all these things. There were stories from the NPC as well.
Yeah.
Every association has their problems.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure there are good judges, and just like in any profession, they're going to be some that are better than others for whatever different reasons. I don't think all of them are, but a lot of people always say I didn't do well because of the judges, when a lot of times they didn't do well because they didn't look good.
No, because they didn't look. But the thing is, that's the only thing I've been feeling in the last couple of weeks. And in fact, today I stopped writing about it. I'm putting up other stories on bodybuilding and videos. And all right, I put your story up with Wayne D'Amelia, because you're the only one that interviewed him.
The only one allowed to interview him. And you could too, I'm sure. But everybody else, they're like, oops, no, Wayne who?
Yeah. But the thing, it's like if you say, you're covering the IVB Elite Pro League or something, it's like you're doing something bad now.
Yes.
All of a sudden,
of course,
the feeder of the IVB Pro League now is a bad thing.
Yeah.
So many great bodybuilders came out of that league.
Of course.
We have Barry DeMay. He went to Japan the past 2 days, to be with the IVB.
Flying Dutchman.
He's there all the time. He came through that. How so many bodybuilders came through the ranks. You know what I mean? So it's not all that bad.
No, it's nothing bad. And DeMay has one of the best physiques of all time, in my opinion.
Exactly.
He's the epitome of a bodybuilder, the way he looks.
He comes in with his own athletes. He's bringing his own, and he's really enthusiastic about them, and he loves it. And all of a sudden they're bad. Or he's bad because he sides with the IFBB.
Yeah.
Internationally. And it would be great to have an American team come and compete at the World Championships. Why not? It's always been like that.
It would be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? That would be. I mean, you know, I think it's the ultimate competition for amateurs.
Yeah.
You know. And before, one person used to get their pro card there.
Now,
then you compete at the Olympia. You know, you know, everybody's getting these pro cards. You know, so.
I don't know. I'm hoping all of this stuff kind of sorts itself out in a way. I'm sure at the beginning it's going to be a bumpy road for both federations, for both ends, amateur and pro alike. But it's good having you on that side because I can hit you up and lean on you for a question. And please, likewise, the same here with me. And Wayne, you know Wayne D'Amelia well, the way he used to do the Grand Prix shows in Europe.
I mean,
those were phenomenal shows. I mean,
of course. I mean, the tour after the Olympia was amazing. You know,
phenomenal.
They used to do like 6 or 7 shows at once. You know, the Olympia used to be in different countries.
All over, Helsinki, Italy, you know, everywhere. You know, Pumping Iron, Pretoria, South Africa. You know, perfect example.
Of course. I mean, you know, that unfortunately ended. You know, but But the IFBB and the IFBB International, let's call it the IFBB International, shows are popping up everywhere. Huh? I mean, even in Malta, we have a Diamond Cup in April. Last year was fantastic. You know, we had great athletes came, and next year it's going to be bigger. You know, so I mean, every country, every association are having competitions. You know, so and now they're giving prize money as well. So the money is going up for the Elite Pro League, each competition. So money is being made as well. So, I mean, it's not 400,000 or whatever like the Olympia winner, but, you know.
But still, you know what? There's prize money involved. You guys have, the FIBO and the Body Power, 2 huge expos, Europe.
Exactly.
So I'm sure there'll be more of those popping up that IFBB Pro Elite are going to be behind and have their shows attached to them. So to me, it's Europe is, and you know, your international. It's going nowhere. It's not like it's going to disappear because.
No, it can't. And as well, Joe, you have to think to get on a cheap flight from, I don't know, Rome to UK or Malta to Rome. It's not expensive. Yeah. You know. It's not expensive, so athletes will travel to compete.
Sure,
I mean, you're not going to see athletes coming to America just to compete in a show. No. It's not viable unless somebody pays for them to go.
Of course, the sponsor would have to foot the whole bill.
Oh no, it's expensive. It's expensive. It's either if the athlete has the money, fine, but you know the NPC has to come here. If they want, and then if somebody wins the qualification for the Olympia, then they pay for him to come there, I think. I think that's what they do. They pay for their flights and stuff.
You know what? The part that I hope doesn't happen is that there will be a lack of international guys coming into the IFBB Pro League because they're not going to hold a lot of amateur shows overseas. You know, I don't know. Like you said, not many guys. Guys not going to fly from Germany to go to an NPC local show to wait around for the nationals and then hopefully hit that show and then maybe get his pro card. It's not going to happen. So you're going to have to it's going to be all American guys or Canadian guys maybe. And then unless they get this amateur level that chicks doing the shows over there, if they got to really expand that.
Yeah.
Or else they're not going to have a lot of guys. That's probably why they're giving the you win, you're in type of scenario.
Exactly. But I think the both shows will do well because they're going to get because he said they don't have to pay any registration fees to compete or anything like that. You know, they're going to get competitors from NABBA. They're going to get competitors from they're going to get competitors from everywhere. Try to get that pro card. You know?
Yeah.
You win, you're in. He's making it easy.
Yeah, know? And somebody will be foolish not to do one of those shows if they reside somewhere close to there. It would be worth a puddle jump, a plane fare to go to one of these UK shows. So
so you're gonna have athletes that maybe finished on bad terms with the IFBB International as well, going to that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you might find that guy that had that fight last year compete at the
the Greece
the
that
Greek
one?
guy.
Oh shit, that was hysterical when he punched the judge or slapped him or whatever, throwing the tables.
Yeah. You'll get a guy like that competing there.
Yeah.
The one association has rules, and Bob's just gonna say, "Come on over." You know what I mean? So you got to be careful with these things. That's why, like the president said in that video, they have rules.
Yes.
They have rules, and they have to be,
abided by.
Yeah,
you got to abide by them. Kev, I want to thank you so much for joining us today on MSTV. Please plug the site, your social media. The floor is yours. Go right ahead, bro.
No, everybody knows it's evolutionofbodybuilding.net. You can find it on Instagram, Evolution of Bodybuilding, Facebook, it's evolution.bodybuilding.net, or just write Evolution of Bodybuilding. And other than that, we're here. We help each other.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We know each other for years now. Since in 2014, we first touched base with each other.
I get some stories from you. You get some stories from me. Everybody helps each other.
Yeah, we're on the same team, bro.
it's one big. The thing is, we have to promote the athlete.
Oh yeah,
that's the main thing. And then the thing, that's one thing that gets me. You try to promote the athlete and stuff, and sometimes they make it hard to promote the athlete. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, certain things, because there's this and there's that. He belongs to this magazine or he belongs to that magazine. So. You know what I mean? I think that's all bullshit.
It sucks, but whatever.
He's going to suffer. Nobody else suffers.
Exactly. Yeah, that guy isn't getting some extra plugs that he could have got, and then exposure in different countries where you're based out of, especially. Kevin Grech from evolutionofbodybuilding.net, and we'll be back right after this quick word.
Is impossible. Never accept the limitations of someone else. Somebody told you that it's impossible. Don't even try. Give up before you even fucking try it for yourself. Never accept the goddamn limitations that someone else is placing.
Welcome our newest sponsor here at Muscle Sport TV, and that is magicandmuscle.com. MAGICK&muscle.com. This is your one-stop shop for all your gym apparel and supplements. They have caps, as you can see right here. They have tank tops also. He's having t-shirts being made up. Our buddy Robert Martin from over there. And they're going to be sent here, and we'll show you them as soon as we get them. They're going to be hot off the press, but they got some great supplements here. This is a pre-workout, The Awakening. The Awakening. And here we have a recovery elixir, BCAAs. I'm going to enjoy. I got 2 of those. And now here we have thermogenic burn. That's your fat burner right there. And this is one that I'm going to enjoy more. Testosterone Conjure. Boost libido and performance. See what happens when you get old? You fucking need shit like this, and you need advertisers like this. All kidding aside, magicandmuscle.com. One-stop shop. You get your caps, you get your shirts, and you get your supplements.
Please welcome our first competitor, number 15, Justin Collins.
Welcome once again to the Nose. That's right. Kind of like, I don't know, kind of like the Dear Abby, Irma Bombach, maybe, if you will, an advice column, video format, whatever. Who the fuck knows? But we just like to have some fun with this. But serious topic now. Be careful, especially if you're older and you're using steroids. Hypothetical situation, of course. Let's say you're on TRT, but you supplement that a little bit with your own shit, right? Besides what the doctor gives you, because they don't give you enough, let's be honest. So let's just say he wants to give you 1 shot a week. You want to have 2 shots a week, but you also want to throw a little Deca or Boldenone or Tren or a little D-ball maybe an Anadrol or 2. What the hell? So you kind of add a little bit each week to what the doctor is prescribing you, let's say. Next thing you know, you're getting a blood test, and all of a sudden it's all fucking out of whack. Potassium levels are through the roof, blood sugar levels, and of course the almighty important red blood cell count. The hemoglobin and hemocrit counts are too high. Doctor says something's wrong. And now you kind of tell them the truth, hypothetically, and you say, well, I've been doing this, that, and the other thing. And you know that Boldenone, Equipoise, the same thing, fucks your red blood cell count up. Makes it too high, makes your blood thicker, which, of course, the doctor's going to tell you can have a blood clot or a fucking stroke, for Christ's sake. What the fuck's wrong with you? He may say, hypothetically. So all of a sudden, you got to go cold turkey now. Because let's just say, hypothetically, you were going to get a minor surgical procedure and you can't get cleared for surgery until the blood test comes back good. So unless you stop taking all of this shit, including the TRT that you should have just been using it by itself, because test is going to make your red blood cell counts go up. So to get it back to normal, you have to stop cold turkey. And I'm seeing everything. You can't even do a little half a fucking cc a week. Nothing. What does that mean? Of course, your energy level goes down. Your libido goes down. That morning hard on, bye-bye. Don't see that one anymore. Harder to come. All of the good stuff that happens to you when you're a middle-aged guy, hypothetically. And you have to stop using because it fucks your red blood cell count. Moral of the story, boys and girls, is if you're going to use TRT level stuff, don't push it. Don't get greedy and don't go fucking nuts. Because TRT is supposed to be a year-round, non-cycled type of regimen of testosterone. If you're going to fuck around and do all of this other stuff, you got to cycle on and off so your blood gets back to normal and you start fresh again. And you can plan these fucking surgeries when you're off cycle. But if you want to do TRT, it's forever. Because the minute you stop, your fucking test levels plummet. Which, hypothetically speaking, yes, they did on the next blood test. But the fucking hemoglobin count's still high. So we still have to wait longer. Hypothetically speaking, over a month. And counting. But who's counting? Okay, so if you're going to do this stuff and you're an older guy and you're using it for TRT type of purposes, you're not just some 20-some-year-old kid that wants to get all fucking buffed up to go into some stupid fucking show for a fucking trophy. You're doing it for yourself, which 99% of the fucking people doing it, especially the older guys, is for themselves and for their dick so they can fuck their wife and still not feel, like a fucking old fuck. Don't push it. Don't stack it. Just use the test. You can probably get away with 1 fucking cc a week if it's like a 200 sip. Even if you're doing, and you can even go definitely a week because the longer lasting ester sips quicker. You might have to go twice a week because then you might feel great earlier in the week and then later in the week, not as good. And maybe your weekends are where you do your fucking, so you want to make sure maybe you do that shot closer to the weekend, Friday or something instead of on Monday. But I digress. Moral of the story, don't push it. Once you're able to get back on TRT, hypothetically, stick with TRT. You don't need to fucking take all this other shit. I mean, why do you need fucking Anadrols and D-balls? You don't need it. All right? Stick to the regimen. Don't push it, because if you stick to it, you can stick to it forever. As long as you maintain your fucking blood levels. Your doctor may say, I don't like the way this looks, a little something, so maybe he'll go twice a week to once a week. But that way, at least you're still on it. If you're on once a week and he says you got to stop, then you're fucked. I don't know what to tell you. And you make your decision at that point. Do you want to get fucking screwed more, or do you want to keep your dick hard in the morning? Which one is it? You know. So that's the whole fucking story with this. Don't push it. You're not a fucking competitor. And if you are a competitor and you're going to do it, you're cycling anyway, so this doesn't pertain to you. This is for old fucks. Kind of like me, hypothetically speaking.
Hey Robert, it's Jay Cutler, 4-time Mr. Olympia here. I want to send a big thank you to yourself and your company, Pumped Up Fitness Nutrition, for the support of Cutler Nutrition.
What's up, everyone? This is Rich Piano. I just want to let you guys know you can get all my supplements at Pumped Up Fitness Nutrition.
At Pumped Up Fitness Nutrition. Pumped Up Fitness Nutrition. I will see you there.
God damn it.
Pumped Up Fitness Nutrition. The Hulk will be you.
Store's freaking awesome, man. Pumped Up Fitness and Nutrition.
God damn it.
Come here, get all your 5% needs. You know, everything's fully in stock at all times here. It's 100% in stock. This store is fucking awesome.
I look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Where else?
Check it out, guys, right here, HotStuffNutritionals.com, the company you know and love from way back when. All you guys that are in my age group, and even some of you younger bucks, you guys know all about Hot Stuff right here. This is my personal favorite, the banana-flavored testosterone potentiator maximum strength formula right here. This is an amazing product right here. It's been around for a long time, and there's a reason why. But they don't fuck around over at Hot Stuff Nutritionals. They also have Glandol. Now, this is something a lot of you guys overlook. All the shit that everybody in this wacky fucking world and industry and lifestyle take, you got to take care of your glands. Flood your body with over 80 hormone-boosting factors right here with Glandol from Hot Stuff Nutritionals. Maximum Strength Raw Gland Complex. Sports performance, increase power and strength, boost energy and endurance, and increase exercise muscle recovery. If you're not going to recover, you're not going to be able to hit it hard the next day. So make sure you go to HotStuffNutritionals.com right now and order both of these today.
Hi, it's Johnny, Fit Over 50 from Sunnyvale, California, and you're watching Muscle Sport TV.
Thanks once again to Kevin Grech for joining us from evolutionofbodybuilding.net. Brings a great insight of what is going on in the international side of things over in the IFBB, over in Europe and elsewhere. Also, please make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, Muscle Sport TV, and you can check out musclesportmag.com/subscribe. $32 a year, free shipping in the United States. If you reside outside the U.S., just shoot me an email, joe@musclesportmag.com. I will give you a quote on what the shipping will cost from USPS.com, large flat envelope to your destination. We ship worldwide. We just can't do it for free because then we'll go fucking broke, bro. We do have a lot of fans outside the U.S., believe it or not. If you come on our live feeds, you'll see that. We got them all over the place. England, Scotland, Sweden, Australia. We had some guys in the Mideast. I mean, we got viewers from all over the place, so it's really cool to know. And a lot of these guys subscribe to the magazine, so I do not make money on shipping. I break even on it. I just want you to pay for it internationally in the U.S., and I suck it up. Hey, but make sure you watch us on Instagram every Monday for Muscle Sport Radio, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, Instagram Live, and archived on YouTube and also on iTunes. Wednesdays, we're going to be bringing back the sports program. It just won't be the NFL because fuck the NFL. And on Thursdays is Ask Me Anything MSM style, all at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. You can check them out, archive right here on YouTube and on MuscleSportMag.com. But that's going to do it for us. We'll see you next time on MSTV.